What's up, guys? Welcome to another video of DevTalks with your host Travian, where we talk about everything engineering technology-wise. And in this video, I actually wanted to been going over this for a while. Apparently, Trump has an AI action plan. So without further ado, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And let's dive right in.
Well, turning now to President Trump's artificial intelligence action plan. The goal, he says, is to strengthen the country's technical capabilities and remove guardrails put in place by the Biden administration. The plan includes more than 90 federal policy actions, including supporting the construction of data centers, semiconductor plants, and the nation's electric grid. During remarks at a summit in Washington this evening, President Trump highlighted how the plan will help put U.S. technical capabilities ahead of other countries. Take a listen.
America is the country that started the AI race. And as President of the United States, I'm here today to declare that America is going to win it.
CBS News contributor Javier David joins us now.
So I really just wanted to go over the beginning portion, not what he has to say. And it's not anything to what he might say or anything, but to an extent, this is real. And what I mean by this is real is I mean that you need to have all of these different, you need regulations, of course, to some extent, but you need the ability to go out and do what you need to do in a timely manner, especially when you're competing with other countries around the world, right? And for a country like us, right, OpenAI, when ChatGPT came out, that to me, as I understand it, was the very, very beginning of this whole AI rat race stuff. Then it went global. All these companies started trying it. All these global companies started trying it. And everybody started just diving into this stuff. So in a sense, it is correct where I would say a U.S. company did end up creating this AI whole situation to begin with, right? On the other hand, it's a lot harder to do stuff and stay ahead with this whole, with a lot of regulations and things. And that's why he always is out here trying to get rid of certain regulations so that we can further boost how much we're producing and innovating and the rate that we're innovating in, especially when you look at countries like China. So I just did a video about AMD and NVIDIA paying, or the video might come out of this, whatever order I feel like it, but I did a video about AMD and NVIDIA paying some sales revenue for chips. And they were talking about China actually building up their own chip semiconductor factories, and they're getting close to TMNC, Taiwan Semiconductor Company, where they build semiconductors and stuff in Taiwan mainly, and they're building a manufacturing plant in the US actually right now, which I actually like really much. But here's the problem. Data centers, AI, Amazon tried to build a data center, I believe, in Arizona. And what happened is it got blocked. And I'm actually going to be doing a video about that. I finally found some good news sources that are really talking about it and things. So it's going to come out probably this week as well, too, when we're sitting here and we're talking about how harmful these data centers could potentially be to specific communities and things, especially because they use a lot of water and power. A lot of these places, and especially AI in general, this is the reason why they wanted to build all those nuclear plants and use a bunch of nuclear energy and say we're using this clean energy and how powerful and stuff it is. The reason for that is because of how much power and energy this really freaking takes to stay ahead and run, especially with how many people out here are using it now and how quickly we are growing and scaling. It is a crazy amount of energy and power that people just don't understand that need to keep up with. And you need to keep up with the demand. So how do you do that? They're probably taking away certain guidelines and other things and guardrails, but it's really hard to distinguish how much is the actual necessary amount and how harmful some of these plants and everything can be and in what areas and stuff. And that's one of the reasons I want to cover that Project Blue stuff, to shut down the one data center and get it from passing, because apparently there is a good amount of harm and things that come from these data centers. But I want to know more. I don't like the snippet that they showed of Trump there, in a sense of him talking about it. I don't like it because I need more context. I need to know more about the plan. They just put a little snippet in there and everything, and they're probably going to have their own people spin it because that's how a lot of these news sources go. And anyway, they just show a little clip and they talk about it in their own ways that they want to. And that's something I would really want more of and get more information on. And I've seen other sources potentially talk about this and whatnot, but if the overall premise is just to get more of them built and everything else, I agree with the idea. Now, the main issue is going to be how do we keep moving forward from this idea, and what is the best way of moving forward from this idea, and getting more of the details between those little bullet points. I'm a person that wants to know more about those little bullet points and somebody to actually dive deeper into them points. And maybe I was gonna say maybe we just listen more to what they might spin it, but I really don't want to persuade people in another way that they possibly shouldn't, especially if somebody potentially can talk either extremely positive or negative on the situation, especially with the lack of information that they're providing us. These news sources should give more detailed explanations. If they want people to keep watching and trust them more and believe in them more and not go with this whole thing, because even Trump like says some of these news sources are bad, but sometimes Fox doesn't go in details for everything. And if you find on this channel, we cover a bunch of different sources. Bloomberg is my favorite one, actually, to cover for a lot of these informations that I go through, but I try to switch it up as much as possible and go on there. But I'm really curious in what you guys have to say and what you think about this whole AI action plan of let's remove some of these restrictions and everything. Maybe all these restrictions weren't fully on Biden, but the AI boom did happen during Biden's term. So, he just throws everything on him no matter what. That's something that you can always expect to come through his mouth in the next 4 years. I guarantee. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate you all. Thank you so, so much. You guys don't understand how much I do appreciate it. Also, if you have any recommendations, send me an email at devtalkspod@gmail.com. Everything will be in the description down below. Without further ado, peace. See y'all next time.